We're now with tutorial 8, and this is where we're going to rank each of the ideas that you have put into your different categories. Simply, if you think about the World Cup method, which I mentioned at the beginning of the week, you will remember that people, or rather soccer teams, had to qualify to participate in the World Cup, and you've done that with your ideas by writing them down. That was the qualification process. The next stage which they do in the Soccer World Cup is to have a lucky draw, and that is when you categorized your ideas into short, medium and long term. That was the lucky draw stage. Now we're at the next level where you're going to rank each of your ideas, and that's kind of the round robin process, or the group stages in the Soccer World Cup. So each team within a group plays against the other team. In the same way, each of your ideas need to be compared with each other idea in the particular group that that idea is found. When you do this, it's going to enable you to discover your top 3 ideas in each of your short, medium or long term, or as you might see in your particular tool that you're using, in group A, group B or group C. And I want you to take to discover, or rather list, the top 3 of each by ranking them in the column provided, and then transferring those top 3 to the adjacent page prior to selecting the top 2 ideas. Once you've got all 9 there written down, there are 3 questions that I want you to ask yourself. The first question is, will these ideas, or rather, do these ideas that I've written down reflect true imagination? In other words, are they unique ideas, or have I simply come up with things that other people have thought about? The second thing I want you to ask is, are these things which I've written down going to lead to my success or to great significance? Remember, success is all about me, myself and I, where significance is about everyone else on the planet. And that's really what you're born for, is to live a purposeful life, and a purposeful life impacts the lives of others. And then lastly, in these 9 ideas, the 3 from each area, or rather the 3 from each category, I want you to ask yourself a question: do they resemble a to-do list? Because if they do, it means that there is a great goal that perhaps you've not yet identified, or maybe it sits in the long-term section. That means that you need to identify what is the goal that was driving the to-do list or the action plan that you have written. If you can identify that, that then should be your number 1 goal at the end of this process. You are now getting very close to identifying your top 10 goals. Make this exercise count.